70 class for BYU Idaho, and wanted to give a personal welcome to each of you. This video hangout will be the first of ones you'll see every week from me that gives you an overview and an idea of what we have planned for the week. Again, I want to welcome you to this class and just start by putting you at ease that I want you basically everybody just to relax, because what the reaction is when people get to this class at first is, oh my gosh, I can't do this. So let's just talk about the class for a minute and what it is. It's a class about human resources. It's a class about people. It's a class that is very different and is one that I think that difference will be one that you really, really enjoy. It will be challenging, and if you're not a really high-tech person, it will be more challenging, but we will get you through it. So the main thing is we're here to talk about people and real-life experiences and experiences you've had and experiences you hope to have. This class is not to make you into a human resource person, but to give you the skill and expertise in your current job or current assignment, or just to get through the class and to help you with life experiences. So again, I want you to relax. We will get through this, and I promise it will be okay. My second promise is if you work hard at this class and do the things that you need to do, you'll get an A. It is not a class like calculus or something like that where you may just not get it. You do the work, you'll get it. And although I never make a promise of that, I can pretty much state that if you work hard, that'll be a grade that you'll be comfortable with. All right, so to try to get started with this, the human resource function is just about people, how they interact, how they get along. We're going to do this at work, but this applies to full-time moms that are in the home. It applies to community volunteers. It applies to church. It applies to work. It applies to families, neighborhoods, etc. It's about people getting along and people working together. So again, I want to help you realize that's what we're going to talk about. So for this week, it's pretty simple. The assignment itself is in the class. You go to week 00 introduction. And the easiest thing you can do is, without fail, go down each of those folders and complete the activities. Go through each of those and complete the activities. All of those things on getting on Google, getting into the circles, and other things like that are there. If you follow those, you're in great shape. So that's the first thing. First thing I want you to stick with is go through those folders, each one. They've been written, rewritten by some very talented people, and they're produced there for your benefit. And I think you'll find that okay. So that's point number one. Point number two is if you get stuck, I want you to ask questions. You can ask questions of each other, and you can call me. If you're stuck, the best thing you can do is get my cell phone. Now, this is an online class, yes, but we use every method to communicate. And you'll be doing things like videos that you never thought you'd do before and many other things. So again, get comfortable with that. And if you get stuck, point number two is call me. Point number three that I want you to get comfortable with is this is an open class. If you're looking for privacy and to hide behind assignments, it isn't going to happen, and this is probably not the class for you. But if you're looking for openness and ability to learn and communicate and to share and to be in groups, we got the class for you. It's going to be, we model human resource functions in this class, so I guarantee that you'll like it and enjoy it. If you're a person that's a little bit shy, don't worry about that. We've got you covered. We'll get you involved. We'll get you in a group, and we'll get you comfortable with things. All right, so that's our third point, is be comfortable. Fourth point I want you to be comfortable with is to be able to know that this is a little bit bumpy getting started, but we have 4 full weeks before you have major assignments due. So if it looks like it's a little bumpy in week 00, it probably will be. Give it patience, or give it time, go through what you need to do, and if you're stuck, ask me, ask somebody else in the class. All right, so again, don't worry about that, and again, it's an open class. Point 5 is you need to be open with your contact information. Not everybody is used to this, but when we have you sign up in groups, which is one of those initial steps, you've got to make sure to give on there your email address and your phone number, and be able to answer that phone. This class is one that you'll probably have to have phone calls amongst each other as well as other things. Just so you know, we do not use Adobe Connect. We do not have discussion groups in the written sense of the word. All of our discussion groups are video. Now, if you're excited about something different, that's awesome. If you like the chat room where you just write a couple of sentences on Saturday night and call it good, not this class. It's going to be involved, and you'll be involved at least once a week with that. Everybody that I know that has taken this class and gone through it has liked that. It's a change, it's a breath of fresh air, and it's not the same old thing. Okay? So, point 6, I think I'm on. If not, you guys can correct me, is just relax and have fun with this class. I know it's the beginning of a semester. I know everybody's stressed out. Some of you are brand new at BYU Idaho, but that's not many. Most of you are going to be juniors and seniors in this class. So you've been down this road before. Relax, get through it. You'll love the class. I promise you that. We even have extra credit that we'll explain as we go that'll help you make up your grade if you don't feel it's where it needs to be. So hopefully this is clear. Again, I want to come back to my beginning point. Go through the week 00 each folder and do what it says. Don't shortcut it. Read each folder all the way to the bottom of the page. If you do that in week 00, you'll be fine. And again, any questions, let me know, and you are there. The one thing I would highlight, there's a section in there that has a login for training on Hangouts. It's a guy whose name escapes me now. It's kind of a green and white colored website that this is so-and-so is the expert on Google Hangouts. Yes, it's when you have to create a login for it. There's no fee. But that is probably the best training on how you're going to use this medium that I know of. So don't skip that one. Don't think, I'll do that later. That's a this week thing. Go through that, and you'll know it when you get there. It's one of the things that you have to look through and read. Again, a great class. I hope you enjoy it, and that's how I wanted to give you a good start. Last thing I want to do today is to give you an introduction of myself, and you're supposed to do this, again, on video like I'm doing it now. My name is Jeff Bonney. I'm an HR guy. I've done this forever. My bachelor's degree is from BYU back when it was easy to get in, and my master's degree is from University of Phoenix in management. Both my degrees are in management and human resources, so I've done this for a long time. I've worked for, and you can see this in my instructor profile, I've worked for Bank of America, I've worked for Honeywell, I've worked for Frito-Lay, I've owned my own company for 6 years. I've worked for a construction company called Ace Asphalt, and now I'm with a company called Brewer Plumbing. It's a great plumbing company here in Phoenix, and all my career has been HR. I have 3 kids, and I'm married. I've got a wonderful wife. We've been married for 32 years this year, and 3 boys. I've got my oldest son, Casey, has graduated from BYU half a dozen years ago. He lives here with us in Gilbert, Arizona, and works for Napa Auto Parts. My second son, Jordan, graduated just in April and lives in Ogden, works for the Air Force. And he has a little baby that's the love of our life, our first grandchild, and her name is Belle. Hopefully you'll hear a little bit about her during the semester. And my youngest son, Jared, is still at BYU Idaho. He's in his senior year. He's got fall semester and an internship. If you run into him, tell him hi for me. Again, his name is Jared, and he's majoring in health sciences. Live in Gilbert, Arizona. Not a fan of the heat, but it's a great place to live. There's probably some of you that may be from Arizona as well. Wherever you're from, look forward to hearing an introduction about you. The 3 things that we're asking you in the video for now to give an idea of you. First of all, I like the outdoors. I'm a camper and a person that likes the outdoors. That doesn't happen much anymore with my busy schedule, but I enjoy that. Second thing is my family. Very much a family person and like to be there. And third thing that I enjoy doing is the work that I do, which is helping people get along and make good things happen for companies. I hope you enjoy the class. Give us an introduction like this, and if not, probably even better, because you're going to hopefully have some objects. The only thing I could come up with is stapler, and that probably doesn't have a great start, so you can do a better job than that. Thanks. Let me know if you've got any questions or concerns, and we'll talk to you soon.